Hey guys, this is William with another video for Play-agricola.com YouTube channel and twitch.tv/play_agricola. I'm playing a Graey Megacollection game with Tetstyle, jonswar, and thsbenson. Let's take a look. Cultivator seems okay. Wouldn't have food when you plow is not bad. Harvester is okay. Bricklayer Clay Hut Builder is a combo. We see Reeve, so with Reeve, certainly want to plan to play 7 Ox. Usually with Graey Megacollection, that's something you want to do anyways. I like Sunday Worker more seeing Reeve. If I could double Occupation in round 7 and then double like Plow Sow, say, for the Harvester points, that's something to think about. Cultivator Sunday Worker is also a mini combo too, but I think I'm taking one of the 2 4-wood occupations. They're the strongest cards in the pack anyways, so can't grab Reeve or Harvester. Grab Harvester. Feel like people seeing Reeve will not change how they draft too much, but people seeing Harvester will definitely change how they draft. Alright, well, Field Warden, that's a great card here. Farm School Graduate also very good with Reeve in the game. Master of the Manor is a good combo with Field Warden. Pretty easy to get to the 6th field and 9th grain and 5th vegetable with Field Warden. So that's 3 categories for 4 points. So should be good. More than 2 food from an actions place, you get food from the general supply. Okay, that's not really anything. Tenderfoot, 4-wood ock. Fewest major improvements get 2 bonus points. Okay. Yeah, pretty easy Field Warden after having picked up Harvester. And yeah, Soil Nutritionist looks great. Captain of Outriders a little interesting with Field Warden in that you just get to, you just save actions because you know you're going to get Plow Sow when it comes out. But Soil Nutritionist, easy pick. There is Coal Miner plus Botanist, so that's a bit of a combo. Someone could hoard stone. You could have a stone hoarder in the game. Getting a lot more spam comments on YouTube, which is annoying. So Mastermind works with Harvester. It would also be pretty good if I wheeled Reeve. Apprentice, 1 food for every major you own, worth at least 2 points without counting bonus points. Probably not. Probably this is like a 4-room game with max crops, so not really going the major route. Mountain Farmer, exactly 2 family members buy 2 sheep or grain for 1 food. Each time you build at least 1 fence, plow at least 1 field. So if I stay on 2 family members, then I can buy a grain for 1 food whenever I plow a field. Bullfighter. We use the cattle action space with your first action in person in work phase. Leave 1 cattle. Return that person to your farm. Get 2 food and 1 bonus point. So yeah, Bullfighter looks pretty good. The reason Bullfighter looks really good is normally you want to first move stuff like Plow Sow. But I don't need to do that with Field Warden. And if I just plan on getting to 4 family members, then Bullfighter seems great. Yeah, Reeve is gone. Makes total sense. Couple cards I like here. Soil Nutritionist does give clay, so something with Clay Hut Builder might be kind of interesting. Beekeeper, very solid Reeve card. It always does at least something. And honestly, this hand is quite light on early game cards so far. I think, though, I'm going Sunday Worker here. As I mentioned before, Sunday Working and playing another Auk looks fun. And then in round 14, I know I can either double Reno or double Plasso. So either of those look pretty good. So Bullfighter is Master Cook, but you can take one cattle. You take the one cattle space, so if there's more than one cattle, you get one of them. And also you get a bonus point. So yeah, it seems great. It would be really strong with, the 2 food to plow when you take cattle. That would be incredible. First move cattle every round that you could. So let's look at the timing of these for Farm School Graduate. Sunday Worker as my first Auk. Harvester second, maybe, for the 3 wood. Bullfighter third, so that it's out when cattle come out. And then Soil Nutritionist fourth. And then Field Warden. Maybe I play Harvester last in that case. I hold on to Harvester as a 3-point Auk at the end of the game. I mean, knowing Reeve is out there, Farm School Graduate seems nice. But I already picked Sunday Worker, so... What else am I taking here? Botanist. Honestly, Botanist looks good here with Field Warden. And Stone Sculptor also is fine. Stone Sculptor I don't like so much. I like Botanist, though. Alright, let's take Farm School Graduate. Seems... it's too good to pass up here with Reeve. And I have a hand that I can actually play it. And I can take Astronomer here, just because it's got a bonus point symbol on in case I pick up Bounty. Don't really think I want to play Inventor with this hand. Just don't see any reason to do so. So, could play a random Astronomer. Alright. Abandoned Silo. Card can hold 4 sheep or 3 boar. 3 field rotation. Bleh. Iron Pot. Turn sheep to food. You get an additional food. Clean an empty field. No longer sow. You get 2 food. Oh, Master of the... yeah, I didn't really see the bonus point cards I was hoping to see. Food from an action space. You get an additional food. Meh. A lot of pretty unexciting stuff. Scorched Earth, I guess, could be okay. Just as long as I make sure to really set up a proper feeding engine, which I should be doing with Farm School Graduate anyways, and Field Warden anyways. Loom is good. Loom is good. And I mean, Loom with Abandoned Silo seems okay if I wheel that. Or Iron Pot, maybe. Certainly Loom is the best card here, I believe. Yeah, and I can Sunday work, like if there's 2 sheep in 14, I could double, or 3 sheep, I could double the sheep, for example. Sunday working sheep seems okay. I guess the other thing I could do is I could try to Sunday sheep in 7. That seems good. Yeah, I could Sunday sheep in 7. And, if I have the stable card out that lets me hold some sheep, then I'm holding a couple sheep, and then I'm eating a couple sheep. Yes, I'm not totally sure what my timing is on Harvester yet. Playing it in round 14 for 3 points and not letting anybody else get the points seems good. But Astronomer probably doesn't do anything, so meh. I'm a bit surprised since I passed Reeve that I guess it's probably a sign that Tetstyle took Reeve second, right? Because I can't imagine that Farm School Graduate gets all the way back to me without with anybody else seeing Reeve, right? Actually, does that work? Harvester was in my opening pack. I passed Reeve. Yeah. So Tetstyle could have taken Reeve second, and could have taken Farm School Graduate third. So if Tetstyle took Reeve second, then they could have taken Farm School Graduate third, but chose not to, interestingly. All right. I don't think I want Petting Zoo. It's a very good card, high impact, but I think I'm really committed to getting this other stuff going, like my Harvester points, so I might be missing Boar, for example. Then it's only a 2-point card, and it's a lot less exciting when it's a 2-point card. Kudzu to cover spaces, you know, probably not. Kudzu's probably only read for 2 points a scheme. I like Bountiful Harvest here. If I can get 2 points out of Bountiful Harvest, I'm pretty happy. And I should be able to. If I'm not getting 2 points out of Bountiful Harvest, something's probably gone wrong. It doesn't need to be more than that. A free Ock that gives 2 points doesn't need to do anything more than that. Gardening set, take grain or vegetable. You get 1 additional if you pay a food. Seems decent with Field Warden. Banana Tree is some pretty easy food. Heavy Cart, meh. Viking Feast. Final Harvest, feed your family with a crop, an animal, and a building resource. This seems like the kind of card that you play when you want a big house, but you don't want to figure out your feeding. Stone Axe, don't want day labor. Or sorry, don't want bonus. I don't really want Stone Axe here. I mean, I think it's okay. Stone Axe is okay. I guess it makes it relatively easy for me to fence quick enough to actually get Bountiful Harvest online. I kind of like Gardening Set here. Just thinking that with Gardening Set, it's quite easy for me to take vegetable once and take grain once and max grain vegetable and have extra vegetables to feed with. Which I appreciate all of those things. Yeah, taking Gardening Set here. Hunger Wall is quite good. Yeah, Hunger Wall is pretty good. Although this one is a bit more expensive. It makes feeding a lot easier for your opponents. I mean, in this game, what it essentially is pay a clay to play an occupation, which is probably pretty good. Gate fences Reno even if occupied, so that's something to do with Sunday Worker, but I don't really... I'm going to want to have fenced already. Raulia, sheep and a vegetable. Meh. I just don't really want this effect. Custom improvements. I'm gonna want a family growth and get in the family growth queue. Like, I don't think I need custom improvements here, even though it's a good card. I guess I'm taking Hunger Wall. Hunger Wall is probably like, it makes feeding easier for everyone, but it's gonna be a good amount of points for me, I think. Canning for the free point, or Iron Pot. I mean, if you need food, there's not much better than Iron Pot for food. I mean, this is a hand that has to build a hearth, right? So Iron Pot seems fine. And Stone Exchange for something cheap to play early. I am kind of lacking on cheap early plays, but Kudzu looks good here. I don't need to hold that many sheep. I can build like one stable and hold all the animals that I need this game. I don't need that many animals. Kudzu is like turn a reed into a couple wood. Like a reed into 3 wood essentially. And yeah, I don't really need any of these. Bonus, I guess. Don't think I'm playing Wooden Strongbox. Alright, so yeah, I think I'm going for the first fireplace so I can Sunday work the sheep. It seems like a neat idea. I'm going to want the food, obviously, if I'm playing Farm School Graduate. If I can pull off any points from Astronomer, it's just fun. The way I pull off Astronomer this game is with Field Warden. So if Vegetable is adjacent to... if Vegetable is in the same row as Plow-Sow, that's something to keep an eye on. The other thing to keep an eye on is just Plow being next to Occupation. Well, I don't want an Occupation with Farm School Graduate. Yeah, it would be Plow going up, like Plow, Grain, Start Player, Build Stables later in the game. Those would be the two key things that I'd be looking at with Astronomer. It's 1 point for 3, right? Yeah, it's 1 point for 3. Oh, I should refresh all. Yes, I should refresh all. No way I'm playing Farm School Graduate here. Reedstone Food looks good. Sometimes my board doesn't refresh at the end of the draft, which is annoying. Second action 2 clay, easily. Easily. And then I'm all ready for Iron Pot in the fireplace. Looks great. Looks great. So, occupation plan, Sunday worker round 4. Bullfighter needs to be played in 9, as I said. And then Field Warden needs to be played in 11. Probably Harvester around 14. So then Soil Nutritionist in 13. And then Astronomer in 7, or vice versa. I guess Soil Nutritionist could come in 7 and Astronomer in 13. But Astronomer in 7 seems fun. It's food neutral, and it gives me the option of getting some random points throughout the game. And Soil Nutritionist giving me clay. Most of my plowing probably comes in 14 anyways, right? Like I'm probably Sunday working a plow action. I imagine Tetstyle has a free miner to play here to trigger Captain of Outrider. Jonswar's got Tenderfoot. Yeah, so I think I can definitely win the Tenderfoot points. This is a hand that can win with 1 Cooking Hearth. Because of the points between Loom, Bountiful Harvest, Harvester, and Hunger Wall, there's lots of points in my hand. I'm already planning to have a very nice farm. Yeah, I can definitely. If everyone builds a major, then I can win the Tenderfoot points. Benson starting with Barn, great card. Wonder if he's got a combo piece. Like what did I have the other day? The Fence Overseer. That was great. That was really great. So 3 wood for me if it's there. Hoping to see Jonswar take 2 reed. Yeah. I can play my cheap Bach Farm School Graduate whenever. I'm in no rush to get it out. And then second action, 2 clay fireplace. I can start player Iron Pot to get back to the Reedstone food space. Yeah, lots of options here. Tetstyle's got Mastermind. Yeah, Mastermind's a good card. I did pass him Inventor, so we could see something like we could see him spam the guilds, try to build all 3 of the guilds. What else did I pass that helps build the guilds? I'm trying to think. Can't think of anything off the top of my head that particularly rewards building the guilds. I imagine John plays an Ock here. I don't mind staying in third. Staying in third is fine. Oh, John is going to start player Scorched Earth. Okay. Build the fireplace here. I wonder if there's something in particular, like if John wants to take 4 wood and fence, but if fence doesn't flip, I don't know. Is he going to let me get Reedstone food? I'd love to get Reedstone food here. Tetstyle plays Reeve. Okay, a bit bold going down to 0 food here, but yeah, makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense. I didn't think Reeve could have gone farther than Tetstyle. There's no way Farm School Graduate comes back if it did. No sheep yet. I could second action 4 clay, and then my round 4 would be Hunger Wall plus FSG. I mean, certainly Hunger Wall is better the earlier you play it. The problem with that line is, what if I don't get Cheap Occupation? If I don't get Cheap Occupation, then I cry. I mean, Major Minor is not really that contested. I might wheel Cheap Ock here, and I can play FSG, and then I can take 4 clay. I probably don't get 6 clay, but I can probably take 4 clay and Hunger Wall next round. That would probably work. Yeah, both the 3 food actions taken immediately after Tetstyle goes down to 0 food. So you know what? With sheep coming late, Hunger Wall can really alleviate how tight the sheep is, and or how tight the food could be. Jonswar is playing Childless here. It's a bit risky. It's probably worth begging 1 though. It's a bit risky. If Tetstyle start players, I'm pretty unhappy. But if I stay second, then I'm feeling good. I'm a little disappointed that John is not triggering Childless round 4. That's unfortunate. Was Scorched Earth worth it to not do that? I don't know. Food crop in round 4 is pretty incredible. I didn't pass Childless, did I? I hope not. Tetstyle start player. That's not good. That's not good. So Tetstyle could be building the joinery next round. We could see Tetstyle could build the joinery because it triggers Reeve. So then I'm having to do something like first action Hunger Wall, second action FSG. I mean, yeah. And I mean, I'm just maybe not that likely to get Cheapok, but we'll see. Benson has passed on Cheapok every single opportunity. There's 4 wood on the table. There's Reedstone food. Benson really wants Reedstone food, right? Or to read. So, ooh, Tet's going to go for the Reedstone food themselves. The Stone Exchange was a bit odd. John certainly needs to build. There's no way John is risking not getting a room here. Although John also has to pick up 1 food. Yeah. Oh well. I might wheel Occupation here, but I think I gotta play this anyways. If I have to day labor, I have to day labor. But I think I probably wheel start player Hunger Wall or Major Minor Hunger Wall. Or 1 sheep. I guess there's 1 sheep there. Tetstyle played this Captain of Outrider and then hasn't really done anything with it. I wonder if Tetstyle has some other way to get the most recent round space. Like if they're planning Ninja or something, or if they have maybe some card that we haven't seen that gives them, because we haven't seen their first Peacock yet. So it could be like, oh, what's that one that's unblockable actions when you have no minors? It could be something like that. Looks like I might get start player into 6 wood, which is awesome. So this is working out quite well, I have to say. Ooh, family growth flipped. Honestly, not bad for me. Benson has to start player to beat me to build a room. Start player Iron Pot looks fine here. Although I don't have a great miner for, yeah. Hi, Montu. Yeah, being in last in round 6 would be very sad. Yeah, if John is letting other people grow in front of him, then I definitely need to get in on that. So let's D2B here. Oh, whoops, what am I doing? Whoops. Yeah, let's just start player Iron Pot here. It's fine. I would love to be able to breed some sheep here. Yeah, PT has some playtest stuff, some pretty raw playtest stuff in his collection. Benson gets a free reno. I love Benson's start. I love Benson's start. Barn out. Yeah, just everything looking pretty good. So I need to pick up a clay for Hunger Wall. Otherwise, I'm doing well. Have I seen Fieldmaster? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. There are lots of new cards that I just don't know the names of. So if John lets me grow, it could have the side effect of making me choose between the sheep and growing, because Benson can threaten my sheep, and I do need the sheep. Field Watchman on steroids. Oh, fun. I think John will be interested in Hunger Walling. Benson, I'm a bit surprised Benson chose not to. I wonder if Benson has Clay Hut Extension. Looking at his resources and the fact that he chose not to Hunger Wall, yeah. Could be start player Clay Hut Extension for Benson, which would be... I mean, if he does that and then grows, we have to starve him, for sure. If he does that, we definitely have to starve him. If he plays start player Clay Hut Extension, we absolutely have to take 3 food, 3 food. Otherwise, Benson is just going to win. And I mean, he can still feed. He can day labor twice. But at least then we forced him to day labor twice. He's got Maid. Okay, well, that's not Clay Hut Extension. Doesn't mean he doesn't have it. He might still have it, but that is not Clay Hut Extension, to put it mildly. I like, so I probably have to take the sheep here, and then if I can, then I can grab clay for Hunger Wall, but then I don't have sheep for... What if I block Major Minor here? Can I Sunday work the sheep if I block Major Minor here? I'm trying to think, how do I finesse Sunday working these sheep? Or do I not and just take sheep twice? Because if I block Major Minor here, then I'm basically just doing the same thing as taking sheep twice. But this way I come out of it with a cooking hearth. Alright. Hopefully nobody sweeps my sheep. Also, I didn't see any ways to eat sheep in the draft. Hello? Hello? Oh. You're like the least coordinated cat ever. Fall off stuff all the time. She almost fell off my bed jumping onto it. It's a very low clearance. Where'd my phone go? Are you sitting on it? Yeah, you are sitting on it. John says, gonna be a lot of food. I hope so. No. No, I can eat the sheep to Sunday work it. At least I'd be really surprised if that was the ruling. Rules, WM, Sunday worker, WM Pi Compendium. You've always been able to just take the food from it. Yeah, use food. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what Benson's talking about. Benson, start player banana tree. So if the sheep gets swept, that sucks. But I can fish. But yeah, if the sheep gets swept, that really sucks. But I'm pretty sure Benson's grabbing the 6 wood here, right? John says I'm going to stop worrying about food. So I don't get the hunger wall here, which is unfortunate. So to get the 3rd point, I'm relying on somebody else hunger walling once throughout the game. Which John might hunger wall this round. Alright. So I've killed net 5 sheep because there's 4 there. So that's times 3, 15. So I have 14 food. Nope. Definitely not. Good thing I looked up the compendium to be totally sure I was correct. No, I have no idea what these guys are talking about. It's always worked this way. I don't know what they're talking about. It's always worked this way. It seems clear to me. Yeah, 14 food and a breeding pair of sheep is pretty great. Pretty great. So family growth, bountiful harvest here. Nothing else I can pay anyways. And then eat a sheep and a food, eat a sheep and 2 food. HFF feed 5, 2 food for a knock. Since I'm the farm school graduate, I should be an educated token. I'm going to take the taster, since that's essentially what my cattle's... Well, no, my cattle's not going to be a taster. It's the opposite of taster. Taster is you get the first action no matter what. But if I have a bountiful harvest and an iron pot and a hunger wall, you know, I think I'm a noble who's like maybe a benevolent noble, you know. Benson saying you should have built fireplace too. Yeah, except I blocked major minor. So unless he had a way to build it on start player, there was no way that I was getting beat. But anyways, I don't really need to respond. Doesn't seem like it really merits a response, so I don't need to get caught up in the a war of words. Alright, so I need 12 wood, 14, 15. I need 15 wood. 12 for fences, 2 for loom, 1 for gardening set. I have plenty of food, so I just need to grow again, really. That's all I really need to do, is just get growth again. And things are looking good. jonswar is using it. Good. So I'm getting at least 3 points out of Hunker Wall. If I can get 4, I'm... If I can get 4, I'm happy. If I get 3, I'm a little unhappy. If I get 4, I'm happy. If I get 5, I'm quite happy. If I can get 5 points out of Hunker Wall, I'm quite happy. Benson, abandoned silo. Ah, he didn't have the stable. He builds the stable now here with barn. Okay, that's fun. It's a fun strategy. So he's expecting to build a room. Certainly looks like he's going to. 4 wood is good. I'll take 4 wood. Otherwise 6 clay. 3 stone is fine. Any of those? Honestly, this round is pretty bad. Getting a point from Astronomer could be fun. But I can't do that if I take the 4 wood. But yeah, 4 wood looks good. 4 wood looks good. Tet could stable block. If Tet stable blocks, he gets the double grow. So does Tetstyle want to stable block for double growth? Nope. Gonna take the 6 clay. Yeah, 6 clay is a great move. So Benson does build. Tet's gonna grow. So I could take 3 wood here. I'd love to get 3 reed. So here's the thing about building multiple rooms is that I don't really want to take 2 reed. I would love to get 3 reed though. So 4 wood, 3 wood, 4 clay maybe. Benson has Ram Wrangler. Tetstyle played custom improvements for no points. I guess it's just a mastermind point. John's going to get the harvester points. But these guys not looking like they're guaranteed to get it. And of course they don't know about it, so... Clay's gone. Okay, I'm grabbing the reed then. Yeah. Sunday working Reno is looking pretty good. Just thinking that Reno's going to come pretty late for me. So if I could double Reno improvement, have a couple useful things to play, that could be pretty neat. Play bonus and loom or something. Build is not contested, but Tetstyle could start player to get growth. However, I think 4 wood is pretty great. I think I gotta just take 4 wood here. So I think there's a pretty good chance Tetstyle will hunger wall here. Hunger wall this round. John probably renos and builds a cooking hearth or a fireplace or a clay oven. Is this Gray's collection? It is, yeah. Tetstyle gonna build the pottery. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Triggers mastermind. Doesn't mean that he's not using hunger wall, because he can clay, feed with 2 clay now. Bullfighter seems annoying. I think there's a pretty good big cost to skipping your first action in 11, 12, 13, 14. But I agree that it does seem like it could be very strong. Like I was saying, if you have it with the card that lets you get a field when you take cattle, you know, then it's essentially like food eye when you start player, or when you if you skip your first action. And sometimes you'll get 2 cattle. Now, having said that, it seems like a card where people need to be taking 2 cattle, right? If people are not first moving 2 cattle before you get the chance, it seems like they're making a mistake in that case. Because if you're ever getting 2 cattle, then it's really, really strong. And I will first move cattle every round that it comes out. I'm gonna want those points. I think I start player here, and if Tetstyle wants to stable block me, then maybe I get the wood. You know what? I don't even need to. I can let... Well, yeah, no, Tetstyle could start player. Do I play gardening set here over loom? I wonder if I do that. Save loom until after I fenced. Although loom does give a couple incremental food. Yeah, it gives food this harvest, and I'm playing gardening set when I family growth, so it's very, very close to equivalent. Tetstyle grab the 3 wood. Well, Tetstyle just guaranteed that I'm going to build a room.
Like if you build there, you're just saying, please. If you take the 3 wood, you're saying, William, you have no chance at 6 wood. You must family growth. Fine with that. So I family growth gardening set. Start grabbing clay, or sorry, grain, vegetable. I only really need to do that like grain once, vegetable once. If I do it again, it's just for food. Too bad that I can't take 1 wood for a point, but that's not how astronomer works. Benson's going to feed into the wall. Beautiful. Beautiful. Early family growth, late sheep, hunger wall could be pretty great. I'm liking the sounds of that. Market fountain. 3 stones. Start of the next work phase. 1 food on each of the next. What? At the start of the next work phase. So John has to skip around. Weird. This card counts as a well. Okay. There's all sorts of weird text on cards like that. This card is a well. It's weird. I guess I'll add a guest for my FSG. And I'll add the clay myself. So I need to eat 3 food out of sheep and then another 5 for feed 6 plus an ock. And I play bullfighter. I assume Ted is hunger walling. Yeah. Plus F loom also. Whoops. Astronomer counts what? Oh, you know what? I never realized this. Astronomer doesn't have to use all of your family members. You can have 5 family members, 3 of them can trigger it. Interesting. I could definitely do something like vegetable, 1 stone, but the stone is only a 1-point move, so I'm not going to take a stone action for 1 point. There would really have to be nothing on the table for me to do that. Jonswar plays Systems Theorist. Whenever you build at least 1 stable, you get a food. 3 bonus points for 4 stables adjacent to each other. Sure. Yeah, probably supposed to take 3 wood here, I'm guessing. And then grain or vegetable last move. 2 players haven't built a major yet. So, Tenderfoot. John is making not enough food. John needs another way to feed for Tenderfoot to be viable. However, Benson, 11 food coming in, has 5 right now. I mean, probably Benson needs a major, but you never know. Grab an extra vegetable for a food. Oh, John tried to take 4 food, but it was only 1. Good catch, Benson. Oh, do newborns count for astronomer? I should look that up. Oh, that's in old compendium. I think it says 3 action spaces, so the answer is no. The cards with action spaces on the leftmost game board should be placed randomly at the start of the game. Really? What the board layout should be. How to arrange the boards outlined in the rulebook. Hala saying that he should have allowed what I did to give a point.
Late night stream.
Hey, Sam Folds. Yeah, late night stream indeed. Sam Folds, thank you so much for the sub. Tier 1 sub for 13 months. Awesome. Thanks so much, Sam Folds. Thank you very much for your support, and congratulations on family growthing. So traveling players could be adjacent to 1 wood, for example. Okay, this is really annoying. I need a paint. I need a paint thing. 2 wood. 1 wood. 2 clay goes. What the? I'm getting 3 every time. Don't think it'll matter, but I'll mention it if it looks close. Leave 1 cattle, 2 food, and a bonus point. Yeah. So I've got a thing here. Did a little paint. So that's the order. And importantly, it doesn't matter. Astronomer can never interact with the middle things. It can only be if I do Reedstone Food 1 Wood Expensive Ock. I can never legally use Expensive Ock anyways. So the only time it matters is if I 2 clay 2 wood Traveling Players. Yeah, I can't use Expensive Ock because of FSG, not Reedstone Food. Astronomer isn't right on this board. Basically, Montu, there's no fixed orientation of the cards. We have a fixed orientation on the site, but apparently that's not fixed. Now I know in revised they do fix an orientation, but in original. In revised, there's a fixed layout because they give you an actual piece which like fits with the other board. But in this, we use cards, and basically, Zlorfix said, "Well, not they. I'm doing it because I want to do it. I think it's like interesting to try." Grain. Not much for me on this board. Reedstone Food, I guess.
Yeah, this is per the old compendium. So unless this has been changed, but yeah, it's pretty clear. Cards with the action space on the leftmost game board should be placed randomly. If they weren't, shuffle them when it's played. And it links to something on the site. So seems clear. And yeah, I can't use expensive luck because of Farm School Graduate. And I can't, whoops, not a fence. I'm just going to add a guest here. And I can't, and like obviously you can never go horizontal because the orientation of the plow start player 1 grain column doesn't work. Like you can't jump across there. jonswar's got Stone Axe. I don't mind going second. I'm happy going second here. Okay, so I'm going to play Field Warden, right? John is feeding with wall. Tet is feeding with wall. Benson has not announced his feeding yet. I'll just announce that I added the 2 clay here. Honestly, not much for me to do. I'll grain, I suppose. Benson took the 2 sheep. Sure. Benson built a fireplace. So I really just need to see John build a major. And then I get the tenderfoot points. Because I don't need any more majors than what I have right now. Looks like no hunger for Benson. So I could just plow here. There's really nothing for me to do here. The alternative is 1 vegetable. But 1 vegetable is unblockable as well. So just plow. There's really nothing for me to do. Plow here so that I can use these 2 spaces for kudzu. And then play Field Warden. So sheep and a bunch of food. I need 10 food altogether. So 7 food, so 9 in the sheep, and then plus F loom. Soil Nutritionist might have been the play here. Instead of Field Warden. It might have been better to Soil Nutritionist. Ooh, John really wanted to see family growth. I wonder if he takes the 2 cattle to keep my bullfighter down. He does not. Alright, that's really good for me. I eat a sheep, keep the cattle, get FFJ. Whoops. Tetstyle grab the wood. So I probably have to take 2 wood. I think I'm just taking 2 wood and fencing 11 and being content with fencing 11. Although the 4 clay is also a good action. The 4 clay actually lets me reno and maybe hunger wall. It gives me flexibility. Yeah, because I think I'm lining up Sunday work or double reno here. That seems clear to me.
So I need reedstone food 2 more times. Because I need 4 stone, and the 3rd reed comes from, can go to kudzu. But yeah, taking 2 wood fencing and then getting maybe taking another cattle here could be good. Depends on where start player ends up. Benson is playing Stone Exchange. Okay, there's a chance Stone Exchange gets to me. I like John's field layout. That's fun. He's really putting off building pastures with Scorched Earth. I mean, John has a good farm. The only problem John has is points from here on out, right? It looks like Benson is letting him get family growth next round, which is pretty huge. John really needs family growth next round. Yeah, I mean, Tet's got nice bonus points. Tet's got some nice bonus points for sure. Who has the exceeded farm card? Looks like John. Like he's exceeding in 3 categories, so John might have picked that up. Although it might have been in the same pile as something else I've seen. Thinking about it. I guess if John just makes enough crops, he can eat them at a 1-to-1 rate, and it's not such a big deal, right? So yeah, I'd obviously prefer defense 12, but fencing 11 is fine. It's just 1 fewer point. And getting the plow out here means I can take other animals. Or getting the fencing out here, I should say. Didn't get Reno, though. So, need to pick up 2 stone and then 2 reed next round. Not like I really need the 2 food from reedstone food. And who knows, maybe I get past Stone Exchange. Could get past Stone Exchange. Is fencing contested? It doesn't look like it. So I'll grab the 2 stone here. Nobody's incentivized to spend their stone because of Tenderfoot. I did take 2 clay, 2 wood, so I could have. So traveling players would have had 1 point on it. Yeah, this astronomer's not even going to go off once. It looks like. One cattle got taken by Benson. Okay. Fencing did get taken by Benson. Oh, okay. I guess I'm going to plow or plow sow here then. Doesn't really matter which. Sure. I mean, I'll fence next round. It's fine. So 1 of each. Don't really think it makes much of a difference. Basically, the argument that I gleaned from that thread, Montu, was that Zlorfic pointed out that what if you don't set up the game before you see that Astronomer is in play? Or what if you play some variant, or you play some card where you draw Astronomer? Basically, it should have been a random setup at the start. And he's saying if it wasn't randomly set up at the start, then randomize it when Astronomer comes into play. Because Astronomer is one of the only things that the board layout cares about. Now, having said that, we have other cards that care about orientation. We have other cards like Family Physician, right? Family Physician really cares about the orientation of the cards. So maybe this is just something that's been lost to time, I wonder. I'm going to have to look into it more. Maybe talk to Kimball about it. Because obviously Kimball put it in the thing. Oh, Benson family growth. Okay. Well, definitely FFJ here. So I need fence. I need 2 reed. Beyond that, not much. Fence 2 reed. I would love to be able to bullfight and double Reno, so I can keep an eye on if Reno is threatened or not. Would you really play or not play Astronomer based on the order of those 6 cards? It seems relevant. Like, it some games it will matter. Basically, the argument was there was no set configuration in the rules. Therefore, there shouldn't be a set configuration. That's why you have to random. Stone Axe and Nail Basket. Everybody always gets it backwards. Fencing important here? Or is the 2 reed pretty important? I think the 2 reed might be important. John might fence last move. If John fences last action, it's quite annoying, actually. It costs me a point. John has 10 food. Looks like he's just going to eat raw crops the rest of the way and win Tenderfoot with no. He's already given himself the points. So I think that's a pretty clear indicator that John is not planning to build another major improvement. Which means I can build major improvements if I would like to. So what am I doing? I could do something like fence, cattle, Reno. Fence, cattle, Reno, kudzu. Oh, I should plow. I need to plow also. So no cattle. So like plow, fence, plow, Reno. Depending on where start player ends up. I can react to where start player ends up. Because Tet has to take 2 stone and reed stone food and not convert with Stone Sculptor to Reno to stone. And John is not able to Reno to stone right now. Not unless he takes a reed with his last move. He might. It's possible. Viking Feast seems interesting. Seems interesting. It seems like it's tailor-made for no cooking hearth game. Well, obviously it's tailor-made for no cooking hearth games. The ability to turn a 0-point grain and a random clay or something seems pretty good. John is setting himself up to Reno. Okay. I will fence here.
homage to Feast for Odin. I mean, it's thematic. It seems fine. Might end up being pretty strong. A grain sheep and a random clay for 10 food seems like it'll be pretty good. Although it doesn't have points on it, so it might just be annoying. It'll probably just be really annoying. Like when your opponents who are on 5 family members and bad feeding play this, you'll just groan. That's what I'm anticipating. It's gonna be a card that makes people groan, which is fine. It's fine if those exist. Looks like I have to Reno. These guys are gonna force me to Reno. I could sow a vegetable and then sow 2 grain next round. And I do have marginally... No, this is almost identical. I don't think it matters. It's also kind of a mini game. It's a mini game in this sense that Hoarder or Scrounger is a mini game. I would not really say it's a mini game. Place a nutritionist and feed 10. Get plus F loom. Read my sheep. Harvest. And then wall. Benson is not feeding with wall, so plus clay for John and Tet. 2 clay to the wall for John and Tet, and then I get a bountiful harvest food as well. Watch a game from yesterday, man. Sabosh really wrecked Scholar's game, and then came last. Yeah, Scholar would have blown us all away if he hadn't done that. I mean, I think he probably was hurt by, I don't know, he was hurt by me a little bit, like the fact that he and I were both playing small house strategies, like that I cut cards out of his draft or something. I don't really know. Benson, Renault Clay Oven, sure. Looks like John's gonna Renault Fence. If he doesn't, I will Renault, certainly. But I expect that John will Renault Fence first move, so then I'll... Ooh, am I supposed to Family Growth here, or am I supposed to Bullfight? Family Growth is not coming back. Probably I'm supposed to Bullfight, right? Making a 3-point action a 2-point action, but then gaining 2 food in a point. That seems like I'm supposed to do that. If I could line up Astronomer here, that would be great. Like vegetable 2-stone plow sow. But the problem is the 2-stone is just too bad. So I will certainly turn put a clay on Hunger Wall, because I'm going to get some clay from my Soil Nutritionist. One clay per field, 1 extra good. So I'm at 6, so if I sow, I can pay a clay for a food from Nutritionist with the grain, and then I can pay a clay for 3 food for a extra vegetable. Ooh, if I wheel Family Growth or 2 Boar, both of those are fantastic. Just fantastic. Yeah, 2 Boar, beautiful. Right.
can start adding up my points. I guess I could Sunday the 2 boar. I don't think that matters though. I mean, I can Sunday plow sow. If I Sunday plow sow, where am I getting the point though? Do I want to try to build the well? 3 wood and build the well and then Sunday plow sow. I guess 1 cattle is worth a point though. Could just take the cattle. Could Sunday the sheep for 2 points. Yeah, Sundaying the sheep is 2 points. Major miner's gone. Okay, so no well. So yeah, Sundaying the sheep looks right. And then plow sow. Yeah, because otherwise I just don't have any points here. Could I have Sunday worked bullfighter? In the end, Scholar still got 6 fields, right? But he should have been able to have more animal capacity. I think it hurt Scholar. He did get 6 fields, but like it cost him, like the actions that he needed to get the 6 fields. I'm pretty sure he could have saved 1 action and got 2 points somewhere else. Could I have Sunday worked bullfighter? That's an interesting question. I don't think so. But maybe. Maybe. I don't know what the answer is to that. I guess so, yeah. One of your person's actions twice. It's an accumulation space, so I guess I would have got a cattle that way. So it would have been that also would have been 1 point. So I get 2 food from loom. I eat a grain, I eat a vegetable. That's 8, and then I hunger wall, that's 10. There we go. There's my feeding. Oh, plus clay from my plow. And clay to wall. Unfortunately, John is sharing these points with me. So that stinks. Am I beating 57? It might depend on what hunger wall ends at. Benson feeds with wall. Does John feed with wall? Tet does not. John does not. So 5 points. So 5 points from the wall. So, whatever I score plus 10, 11, 14, 18. Whatever I score plus 18, huge. 58. So So I beat John by 1. Yeah. Five-point hunger wall is not uncommon, because usually you feed 3 points yourself. Pain and Ken are waiting for a 4th. No, I'm done. I'm done for tonight. I'm gotta go do other stuff. Thank you though. No points from Astronomer. Zero-point Astronomer, though. Alright, guys. That's going to be all from me for today. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed this little video. Close one. I beat John by 1 point. Neat hand for John. Being 57 with no majors is pretty cool. Yeah. I will be taking tomorrow evening off. Gonna watch the Leafs. So I'll be back Sunday night, and I'll see you guys then. Thanks, thanks Ibfolds for the sub. Thank you very much for that. I really appreciate that. That's all. Have a good night, guys. Oh, I should report. I totally forgot. Tet is 38.